Jesus didn't whisper about hell. He warned us again and again because he loves us. So why do so many ignore what's at stake? Stay with us, because this might be the most important message you ever hear. The Bible describes hell in vivid and terrifying terms. It is a place of eternal fire, outer darkness, and weeping and gnashing of teeth. In Mark 9 verse 43, Jesus warns about the fire that never goes out. These are not symbolic images. These are real descriptions, given by the Son of God, to emphasize the seriousness of rejecting salvation. One of the most devastating verses is found in 2 Thessalonians 1 verse 9.
They will pay the penalty of eternal destruction from the Lord's presence and from his glorious strength.
Hell is not only torment, it is separation. It is the soul cut off from the presence of the living God. Think about that. No more hope, no peace, no comfort, no chance of redemption. Just total, eternal isolation. That's why Jesus spoke with urgency. Because he came to save us from that fate. Why hell exists. Hell wasn't created for you. That may surprise some people. But Jesus tells us plainly in Matthew 25 verse 41 that hell was prepared for the devil and his angels. It was never meant to be the destiny of mankind. But when people choose to reject the gift of salvation, they also reject the only escape from judgment. God is holy. He is just. He cannot and will not overlook sin. To do so would violate his very nature. If God simply turned a blind eye to sin, he would cease to be righteous. So hell exists as a demonstration of his justice. Every sin will be accounted for, either on the cross through Jesus Christ, or by the sinner in eternity. God doesn't send people to hell against their will. He honors their choice to live apart from him, even if that means allowing them to exist without him forever. Is God still loving if hell exists? Many people ask, how could a loving God send someone to hell? But that question misunderstands both the love and the justice of God. The truth is, God doesn't desire for anyone to perish. 2 Peter 3 verse 9 says,
The Lord is patient with you, not wanting any to perish, but all to come to repentance.
Hell is not a sign of God's lack of love, it is a reflection of how seriously he takes sin, and how far he went to rescue us from it. He gave us his own Son. Jesus left heaven, lived a perfect life, died a brutal death on the cross, and rose again, all so we wouldn't have to face the eternal punishment we deserve. If hell didn't exist, the cross wouldn't make sense. Salvation wouldn't be urgent. But because eternity is real, and because judgment is real, the cross becomes the greatest act of love the world has ever seen. Jesus, the only way out. Here is the good news, you don't have to go to hell. No one does. God offers a way out through his Son, Jesus Christ. The gospel is simple, we are sinners, separated from God. But Jesus came to bridge that gap. He took our sin upon himself and bore the punishment in our place. Romans 5 verse 8 tells us,
But God proves his own love for us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us.
This salvation is not earned. It's received by faith. And Romans 10 verse 9 says,
If you confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord, and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved.
It's not about being good enough. It's about being honest enough to admit your sin, to receive forgiveness, and to surrender your life to Jesus. He will never turn away a heart that turns toward Him in faith. The reality of eternal decisions. Eternity is not a distant concept. Every day, every hour, people are stepping into eternity, either into the joy of heaven or the pain of hell. The stakes are real, and the time is short. If you've never made a decision to follow Christ, don't delay. Don't gamble with eternity. Hell is too awful, and God's grace is too precious. If you're already a believer, let this message remind you of what you've been saved from. Let it ignite a fire in you to share the gospel. Someone in your life may be heading toward eternity without Christ. Will you speak truth to them? Will you love them enough to point them to Jesus? Hell is not a topic we talk about lightly, but we must talk about it truthfully. It's real, it's eternal, and it's avoidable. The heart of God longs for no one to perish, and that's why the gospel is such good news. Let today be the day you respond. Let today be the day you tell someone else. We are not promised tomorrow, but we are promised eternity, one way or another. Which path will you choose? Seek the Lord while He may be found. And if you already know Him, walk boldly, speak truth, and love with urgency. The time is now. Amen. Thanks for watching, and if you're ready to keep going deeper into God's Word, watch the next video to continue growing in faith and understanding.